Hi, this is Rose from Lippin' the Maid, and today we're going to be changing colors in corner to corner crochet. If you haven't seen my previous videos on the corner to corner crochet stitch technique, please go check them out because it's going to be very helpful for this tutorial. So we're going to be working with this chart, and these blue spots are where we will be changing and joining a new color. So the first two rows have been done here, so we're going to proceed to the third row where we will make first color changes. Okay, so because we're going to be changing our color, this is the first brick on row 3. So because we're going to be changing colors now, we will take up our contrast color. I know here is blue and this is yellow, but we're changing colors, so that's what's important. So now we will finish off this double crochet with the new color. You can as well make a slip knot and pull it through. It's the same thing. The important thing is that you're finishing off that double crochet with the new color. Okay, so we will turn our work because we need to join it, and we will pick up our main color. We will carry it along. Don't forget to pull it so it will be tight. Carry it along. You can also carry the tail of the new color to save you time in weaving in tails at the end of your swatch or your project. So we will just continue to repeat each brick, these 2 bricks. Okay, this is the second brick which we have done now. So we're going to finish off the last double crochet on this brick with our main color, because row 4 starts with the main color. So the thing about color changing is, well, the chart you use will show you where you need to change colors. So all you have to do is just be mindful as you work each row so that you know where to be changing. Now we see that on row 4 we won't need to be changing any colors. It's just the main color all through. However, we can carry our contrast color along because we will be needing it on row 5. So we will carry, just pick up your contrast color and then you slip stitch in the next brick. I'm pulling up this contrast color. I'm taking it up here, but I'm going to drop it here because we're going to need it when we're on row 5. We're needing it on the second brick, not right up here. So we can afford to drop it before we make the last brick on row 4. Okay, so we will be needing our contrast yarn now because row 5, the first brick is in the main color. The next brick the next 2 bricks are done with the contrast color. So we'll pick up our contrast color from the back here and we will finish off this double crochet. Okay, pull. Don't forget to carry your main color with you. Slip stitch. Okay, we've done that now. We have to pick up our main color again because the next brick is done with the main color. Carry your contrast color along because you'll be needing it on the last brick on row 5. So finish off this brick, the last double crochet with the main color. So here we are now for the last brick here, but I am not going to finish off this double crochet with the main color because now we're going to level up. We are not going to be increasing anymore. So I'm going to turn and level up. So from here, I can pick up the main color because we're going to be doing row 6 now, and row 6 begins with the main color. So I'm going to pick up the main color and I will make a slip stitch. Okay, that is done. Now I'm just going to continue making the bricks, and you see on the next two rows, row 6 and row 7, we will not be needing the main color, so we can snip it off instead of carrying it along. So I'm just going to do row 6 and row 7 with the main color. And then we will join. So now there is no more increasing for row 6. I'm just going to level up to start row 7. I'm going to turn and level up. So we'll repeat row 7. We'll make 3 bricks on row 7, and I'll meet you up on row 8 just before we make the last color change. Now we're going to be making the last color change on row 8. At this point, let me say that sometimes color changing can be messy, especially when you're working with more than 3 colors at the same in a project, in a corner to corner crochet project. So you will need bobbins. They come in very helpful in color changing in C2C. And sometimes you will need to actually drop a yarn. You can't always carry your yarn across depending on the colors you're using, because, well, your work wouldn't really look nice. It will look messy because the colors will be peeking through. So sometimes you need to work with two different balls at, especially let's say you have to work with the same colors, just one color in the middle, and then you have two different colors at this point, maybe a yellow here and a yellow here, and you may not want to carry them across, so you have to work with one ball at one end and one ball at the other end. But it is fun because the results are always, wow, amazing. All right, so now we're going to make our last color change. Still carry your main color across because you're going to need it on row 9, the last row. Pick up your main color. Okay, see what I did here? When we made row 5, we dropped off the main color because I didn't want to level up with the color white, the main color. Instead, I leveled up with the contrast color. So here we have this yellow edge here. But right here on row 8, I'm leveling up with the color white. So you see the difference. This, I'd say, looks more appealing than this point here. So sometimes these are just things you want to take note of, and sometimes it doesn't matter, especially if you're going to be making trimmings or edgings around your project. It won't really matter at the end of the day. Sometimes you just want it to look neater and, you know, have a pleasing aesthetic. There might be many ways to weave in your tails in corner to corner crochet, but usually I prefer just do it this way, which as I can just go in through the bottoms of each brick. Thank you so much for joining me on this tutorial. I hope that you find it helpful, and if you're looking for corner to corner crochet patterns to make, check the link in the description. I have a couple of links there that will take you to C2C patterns on my blog. Thank you once again for joining me, and I'll see you in my next tutorial. God bless you.